Okay, I've sanded my observation deck, and I've also gone ahead and sanded the nose cone the same way. Otherwise, you're going to do it later. Might as well do it now. In step 37, we're going to mark the body tube, and this is on the top side, 3 inches back, and that's going to be the front of the observation deck. So the observation deck is going to go on here like this. Just to make sure that I have it straight, I'm going to mark the middle of the back and the middle of the front, just to make sure I got it on straight. And I'm going to use some medium thick CA to glue this on. Just trying to putting it on without gluing my fingers to it. And I did. And a little bit oozed out. So I'll wipe that up real quick. All right, that looks pretty good. Also in this step, if there's any gaps underneath, you can fill them now with, after your CA dries, with some of the filler, and then just sand it smooth. Mine looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave it like that. And so that takes us through number 37. And then the next time we'll start at 38. We're on step 38. This is where we're going to take our launch lug and we're going to bevel the ends. And so this is purely cosmetic. And so what we're trying to do is to match the 45-degree angle on the body tubes here. So I'm going to cut it. I am kind of eyeballing it. Okay. It's close, but not close. I can sand that down. So here's the hard part is getting the second side, because if you do it this way, you know, the bevels are going to go, you know, it's going to look funny. So we need to find that middle and bevel down. Okay, so that's better. All right, so now I'm going to take some sandpaper, and this is going to be some 220 grit. This is the grittiest stuff that I have here on the table. So now I'm going to, see, I didn't get quite correct, so now I'm just going to sand it down to make it look good. And that's much better. And I'll do the same on this side. Okay, so now you can see I got some overlap in there. I'm going to take a needle file and sand out the inside, try to get that little bit to pop off. And do both ends. Okay, so now I'm going to also take some CA glue and I'm going to go around the edge on both sides. And then I'm going to sand it one more time as soon as this hardens. So I'm going to harden it quicker with the accelerator. Okay, so I'll sand it one more time. And this time I'm going to knock off on the outside. And now one more time on the inside. Okay, I think I like that. Step 39, 5 1/4 inches from the aft edge of the airframe tube. So this is going to go on the bottom side of our rocket. So flip it over and then measure 5 1/4 inches. And so it's going to go right there. And that's going to be the back edge. So that's the back edge right there. See a little bit. Just want to make it look pretty. Okay, so here's my front edge. So I'm just going to put glue right there. And then this will go here like that. Looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. And then in step 40, we need to start building the shroud. Okay, step 40, we're going to use a sharp hobby knife to cut out all the parts from the shroud sheet. There's my knife, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, in step 40, we've got all the parts out of the cardstock. What we're going to do is to dry fit these together. You can kind of see with all the serrations on this, these are going to be the outer ones. And then these are going to be the inside ones. And they're going to go like this. But since there's so many pieces, we're going to kind of tape things together while we dry fit things. So I want to kind of like get some skin oil on the tape so that when I pull it off, I'm not pulling off the surface. So I'm going to put that on there like that. Put this together. Just kind of tacking it together loosely. Okay, and then the middle ones will be like, oops, this way. And we're going to use this alignment jig to kind of hold things in place. So There's that one, and then finally that one. Okay, and then we're going to stick it back into this jig. So this time we're going to have this concave part. We're going to have that facing down. And what that allows us to do is to put it in here, and then that holds it nice and tight. And then, do I want to pull the tape off? No, let's leave the tape on until we get these locked into place. So I'm going to use some thin CA. And then do the same over here. Okay, so I'm going to accelerate it. That one doesn't fan out very well. That's better. Always wipe it off because otherwise it leaves a mess. And then this can be removed. And then this will come off. And then I'll peel my tape off. Yeah, see, I peeled the surface off. Come on, can't get the edge. Okay, I like that, except for this one didn't go in quite right. Oh, that one fell off. All right. That's better. Okay, I'm going to let that dry so no more fall off. Go on to step 41. We need our nose cone. So here's the nose cone. And in step 41, remove the plywood. Where'd my plywood go? There it is. So we're going to remove this piece here. Mine has a ding in it, but that's okay because this is all going to be on the inside of the nose cone. We're going to glue it into the channel. Like that. So we're going to use thin CA, and I'm going to just wick it along the inside. All right, and I'm I'm just going to hold it down and let it wick down to the bottom. We're going to have a lot of grip strength here in the back anyway, and it's already locked into place, which is good. All right, moving along. Step 42. Okay, pull the shock cord out. So our shock cord is behind the paper towel. And we want to make a mounting loop, parachute mounting loop, approximately 18 inches from the end. So here's my ruler, and it's 18 inches long. So here at 18 inches, I'm just going to take and make a loop. Okay, so that's where we're going to attach our parachute. And then this end will get tied to the nose cone. And it says to tape that little tail down. So I'll just take some tape. Wrap it around there good and tight. Okay, so step 44 is to attach the parachute. I'm going to hold off on that. I can do that at the end. I'm going to wait until I get everything painted before I put my parachute in. So I'm going to pause here, and then we'll pick up at step 45 the next time.